Okay, so what we are doing here, forgive me, we are we took everything apart and we are going to add a stabilizer in between in order to elevate the jawline. That's the whole purpose of doing the stabilizer, is to raise it up with the riser and to move the can from the wicked edges pyramid. We're going to move that up higher and put everything back together again, now elevated. I'm going to pause here. Okay. I have here 2.5-inch hex bolts. I have the dual cam vise. I have the original pyramid. And what we're going to do is we are putting on a stabilizer. So we're going to start with the 2.5-inch hex screws. We're going to put the Gen 4 Pro Stabil-Rizer block. Now this riser block has a little notch where when the handle folds, the handle fits in the notch. The same thing with this Stabil-Rizer block. It fits right on there, and the notch aligns. Bear with me. There we go. Okay, both of those are pressed through. The stabilizer block, the screws, the can gets moved. Remember the spring array, cup to cup. That lines up, and then with the handle up, the barrels. Let me set this down and show you. These are what I'm calling barrels. These two silver ends. They fit. They line up here. That lines up with the screws. Side to side with the screws, and those line right up with the handle lock. Now you have a plenty of screw length to get this started. And we're going to just get it started. And it is a bit of a balancing act. Okay, that screw is started. Now we're going to come over to the other side and just barely get it started. And once we feel like it's started, we want to make sure right away that the handle goes up and down. Now with the handle up in the released position, we're going to start and turn side to side, looking to close up these gaps. You can see the screw, the threaded screw inside there, and the threaded screw on that side. And we're coming from the bottom, and we're tightening up, and we're trying to take these gaps up between these blocks as we compress that array. As we compress the Belleville wash array. I'm turning one side to start with, looking at the gap here. I'm showing you the space. We don't want to get it too uneven from side to side. Back and forth, and now I can feel the compression. And be careful when you're tightening this up that you don't pinch your fingers in between when those come together, because you can really give yourself a pretty good blister, like pinching your fingers in a pliers. And I'm going back and forth, and then I'm going to switch to the other side of the wrench to give me a little better control, back and forth. And as you see, these spaces are getting tighter and tighter and tighter. And I'm going back and forth, and there we go. Now that's tight. And now this side is tight. There we go. And that's ready to go. Now we have added the Stabil-Rizer block, moved the can washer up into here, and we're going to go and reverse the whole process again and use all the same parts. And now the vice array, you can see the screws off at an angle. One is up at the top, one is down at the bottom, and they line right up, and it goes right in. And as soon as you get the vise on, it's a reverse process. You put the handle back on, and then there it drops right over the brackets. We're going to do that. Bear with me. Okay, whoops. Okay, the vise we line up. Vise we line up. And then the next thing is we're going to position. Okay, once I feel that's tight, then I'm going to come here and give it a good tightening. And be careful that you don't strip these screws. Okay, so now that's tight. Then we're going to come in with the 26.5 degree position, because that's where we kept everything lined up. The shoulder bolt gets and then lines up, and before 5/32 on this one. And again, repeat myself, I think I noticed on another Gen 4 Pro that I worked on that it was a 1/8 inch. Okay, now with it at 26.5, and I'm going to make sure that this is tight. It will drop down.